Okay, here we go. The last and final one that I can think of. We're going to be talking about jobs in Japan, and my job as a YouTuber. And I got into this already on the technology, and I keep on bringing up YouTube, but it's for the YouTube channel. But yeah, check out that. But in short, I'm going to try to dedicate my work life a lot more to YouTube in the mornings and such. When if I That's my dream idea right now, so to be working part-time, but it's very hard to work part-time and have your visa supported at the same time. That's whew. Not just because of companies, but also the government. Living in Japan, the government doesn't, they need to make sure you're making enough money to survive in Japan. And I already mentioned this, new media like YouTube, even though it's been around for 10 years, but new media like YouTube is not something that like they can see as valid at this moment in time. So you know right now I enjoy my job a lot. It's actually the perfect job for me because I feel, sometimes I feel like I'm Wolverine working at Professor Xavier's school. Like, there's a lot of great kids that I work with, anywhere from the ages of 2 to 9 years old, and even older. Actually, you've seen some of them. You saw one of them on my channel, Shona, who was amazing. And it's times like those I feel like it's never gonna get better than that. Like, to be the person I am and to look the way I look, but still be treated, respected academically. And for the most part, the kids know I'm very smart, very intelligent, and such. And we have great conversations about River Phoenix. One girl loves River Phoenix, and she's like 8 years old. But they're very fluent. I really enjoy teaching. Right now, I'm teaching dance classes, geometry, geography. I'm teaching geography, and I really get to get into these really deep, long speeches sometimes, and the kids are like, "Yeah, tell me more." It's a great life, guys. If that's what you really want to do in terms of teaching, but the problem about that is, I graduated, or yeah, I majored in business and economics, and the side thing about working with as an English teacher here is no matter how hard you work, you're always working very, very hard to make somebody else a lot of money. So unless you're teaching your own school, I've had these conversations, if you remember early on my channel, with Tino, who's lived here for a long time. He has his own school, and Rested has his own school now. Unless you're teaching your own school, you're not making as much money as you really should be, and that's been one of my biggest problems for the last 2 years, is that I get paid enough. It's enough to live and have a pretty decent life, but it's not really enough to really live, if you know what I mean. They just pay you just enough to kind of get by day by day, and you're making money, but it takes a long time to save up. If I really wanted to get another TV or something, I couldn't afford that on my own. If I wanted to take trips, I got to be very careful about it. I couldn't go party, and I think that's one of the reasons I had to retire from everything, because I knew if I just went out, and the social pressure to go out, you're spending almost $100 a night just on food and everything, right? So that made sense a while back. I knew that even if I enjoyed teaching a lot, like all teachers, you don't make much from it unless you're teaching your own school. So will I ever have my own school, Akasan School for higher intelligence? I don't know. Maybe it'd be nice. That has been one of my ideas. Is if I get really famous or whatever, I can use my face, my brand, my name, and start a school out here. But I don't know. Like, you know, all my friends that have schools and people I respect here, even on YouTube, that it takes your entire time. I couldn't sit here and edit. I couldn't sit here and do this video right now unless I was really like, I won't say you have to kind of half-ass one thing or the other, but I'm the kind of guy that wants to put everything in. I can't stop thinking about it until it's satisfactory. Okay, so if I were to do my own school, I really just want to only focus on education from that point on, and I wouldn't be able to make videos anymore. So I've often thought about getting to the point where at least I can be like a producer, because I work very much better as a producer creator type role, and then I hire one of my teacher friends to be the manager in terms of all the content, you know, all the kind of like day-to-day stuff. And I would still need Japanese staff as well, because unfortunately, you know, it takes a Japanese person to have another Japanese person trust a business a lot of times. Even for an apartment, I need a Japanese person to co-sign. So, you know, I enjoy everything I'm doing right now in terms of the job, but the private life, there's just not a happiness. It's not satisfactory. And it's, you know, I've been singing the same fucking hello song for 4 years now. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? I'm hungry. I'm having like, and it's gotten to the point where I was gonna mentally crack last year, where I just had to pretend that I was a famous rock star, legendary rock star, and the kids, yeah, Accent Sensei, you know, they're my adoring fans, and they don't understand that I've been singing this hit. We consider it a hit, this #1 hit for 40 years or something. Like, they don't care about that. This is the first time they're seeing you, and they want to hear that #1 song. So I just always close my eyes at the beginning every day, the same song every day. Recently, now for the last 2 years, every day, for almost every day for 2 years straight, it's the same song, and you're just like you're ready to crack. But I just have to see how happy the kids are enjoying my time, and that gives me the energy to jump around and like doing all this shit. So, entertainment value. Alright guys, so whatever happens in the future, I hope I can still continue in some form or fashion. I don't teach adults as much anymore. I find kids are actually easier because the content's easier, and it's easier to please the kids. You know, there's a set sort of level for them, and it's, my kids always achieve. You know, we had a performance, New Year's performance, and out of the 8 kids that competed, or out of the 8 kids that placed, there were a bunch of kids that competed, but of the 8 kids, 5 of them was your boy right here. Gold medal, gold, silver, bronze, best pronunciation, most exciting, something, like, it was like these like, so I know I have abilities in that area as well. So we'll see what happens in the near future, how that will work. Maybe some parents will actually trust them to work just privately. Maybe.